Hi everyone, and welcome to today's creation where I'm making many cards. So multiple cards today. They are quick and easy, and this is for my paper rose design team work. We're going to be using this one sheet of paper, pattern paper. It's a 12 by 12 from the Unicorn Party Pack, and it has all these elements ready to go. And I've bought two because of the back actually coordinates with the colour scheme. I've got some Catherine Pooler inks as well. And these are the inks that I've chosen, I feel has comfortably suited this colour palette within the images. They've got sentiments as well in there. So really it's just quick and easy cards for today. The technique that I will be basing my card creations on. Oh, and I'll be using a little sneaky plug here, my Frosted Jewels embossing powder trios. Couldn't help them, they're getting used a lot. And my trusty trimmer. So I'm going to cut these down. It is the bigger size trimmer because it's a 12 by 12 pattern paper. And going back to the technique, I've got some Ranger watercolor cardstock. I won't be using the rough side or the textured side. I'll be using the smooth side. I've got some craft mats here and my Catherine Pooler ink. I'm going to smush these along on the craft mat, and I'm trying to create a palette by pressing the inks on the craft mat directly and spritzing them with water. So I've got some there that I've already created on that left and the top right, left over there. Same, the three colors, and I'll just mix them up. So I'll be using the Minted, the Whipped Honey, and the It's a Girl. Now all product links will be in the description below through a link, and also on my blog. Now, so I'll just be heavily spritzing that with water. I will be adding extra water because the look I'm going for is very light, washed out type of look. Now I also like a little bit of a mottled look, so what I'll do is I will dry with my Wow Heat Embossing tool. It's got dual speed, so because of that I'll be using the heat setting 1 to dry in between the layers. So I'm just showing you a couple of different color schemes here. This one I've just put the Whipped Honey in the center only, and I've put the It's a Girl. You'll see with all the card creations, I'm just going to leave that. I was really happy with how that turned out. I'm not going to need to do anything more. And then I will just keep going with some more color palettes and color combos here. So using just the same trios throughout the whole, I'm going to create multiple backgrounds, and these are to add to my card bases. Now I'm making Australian size A5 card bases, so where it's a little bit thinner than the American size, I believe. And so they're just slightly smaller in size. Some of these images I am going to fussy cut out, and I play around with that, and I play with the sentiments and all the elements. I'm also going to use, see, these are the card bases, they're side folding, but what I am going to use is a sheer shimmer spray. I'm going to add these to all that background panels, every one of them, and then I let them dry. Some of them sometimes it gives like a little bit of a spray kind of texture, and then it adds like this sheer sheen over the top. It's amazing. I love this spray, and I'm just going to pretty much add them to all of them. Some of these elements I am going to cut out with some dies. I've got stitched circles, I've used the pierced rectangles and the arches, and you'll see these all appear throughout today's tutorial. Now this is the Frosted Jewels, one of them. This is the antique silver. I hope you get to play with these. These are so fantastic. They have a white base, and then they have like this sparkle in all different colors. So I've got an antique rose, antique gold, antique silver. That's why it's called Frosted Jewels. And here's a close-up of the antique rose. So this is where I've die cut with the stitched circle, and originally I thought I was going to put that in the center, but when I placed it I realized I want to kind of off center it just for something different. So I'm just going to foam adhere this down, and the same with the sentiment. So I'm really just quickly finishing these cards off. There's nothing hard about these cards. I'm just using different dies, layering dies, to add a little bit of elements to the actual card creation. So here are my cards. I've used my trusty Tombow on the right hand side, you can see there, as my liquid adhesive choice for today. And these are all my cards. Now as you've seen at the beginning of the video, there's some close-ups, and I'll add some close-ups at the end of today's tutorial as well. This one I just finished with a little bit of satin bow and some sequins, and just leaving it. This is the pierced rectangle die, all from Paper Roses, and it's really simple, but they were so quick to make and so cool to make a card set with a 12 by 12 pattern paper. Really, really cool. I love it. So I hope you enjoyed today's quick card creations, and look forward to reading your comments below. Have a great day, everyone. See you later.